interruption. Before the interruption, I was talking about the two different subjects. In previous rule, we said that when two subjects joined by or, nor, neither, either, we take go for the singular subjects. But you will have to see the nature of subject before them and after them. If before there is singular subject, and if after there is still singular subject, in this case you can go for the singular subject, like neither Harry, what is Harry, singular subject, nor Ravi, what is Ravi, singular subject, has come. And if the subjects are different subjects mean if one subject is singular and the other subject is plural, then you will have to go for the plural subjects. For example, here Harry is singular, his brothers is plural. तो अगर आप कहेंगे कि जहां पर और आता है और, तो और के साथ तो हम हमेशा सिंगुलर ही लगाते हैं, तो यहां पर भी सिंगुलर लगेगा. So here you will commit a mistake. यहाँ पर आपकी गलती होगी. वो इसलिए होगी that the singular verb is accepted in which situation when on the both sides the verbs are single, subjects are singular. And if at one side subject is singular and on the other side the subject is plural, in this case you will have to go for the plural verb. You cannot say that Harry or his brothers has done this. Has done this इसलिए नहीं आएगा because his brothers it's plural. अगर his brothers की जगह if his brothers is not mentioned and only brother, Harry or his brother, then has would be the proper answer. Either the boy or his parents have gone there. Next rule, when the subjects joined by or, nor, or a different person, the verb agrees in person with one nearest to it. Now, this is another very important rule. This is only for or, nor. This is only for or and nor. So when the subjects are different with or nor, in this case, what will you do? You will have to use the verb according to the second subject. And this is not only or nor, this is either or and neither nor. Either or and neither nor, whenever they come in a sentence, by the way, they are called conjunctions. They are called paired conjunctions. Either or and neither nor. So when there is either or neither nor, what will you use? You will use verb according to the second subject. Here see, either he or I am mistaken. So verb is am. Why am is used? Because of subject I. Sentence number 2, neither you nor he is to blame. So why is used? Because of subject he. So when there is either or neither nor, in this case, verb is used according to the second subject. And this is not or nor. This is either or and neither nor. Next rule here, a collective noun takes a singular verb when the collection is thought of as a whole. Okay. What is collective noun? Collective noun is a kind of noun which always shows collection of people, collection of places, or collection of things. For example, market. Market is the collection of shops. For example, staff. Staff is the collection of workers. Cabinet. Cabinet is the collection of ministers. So when a single noun refers to a group of people, a group of places, or a group of things, that is called collective noun. So collective noun takes singular verb when it refers to all as a whole. For example, the council has chosen its president. So here council means what? Council means all those members who are the part of this committee, and as a whole, they have selected, so they have chosen their president. The fleet has set sail, and it should, however, be kept in mind that if the individuals of which the collective noun is composed of are thought of, it can take a plural verb. So when a collective noun is referred as a whole, it takes singular verb. And when a collective noun is not taken as a whole, but as individual member, then it takes plural verb. So the answer is this, that collective noun can take both singular verb and plural verb. Collective noun का verb singular भी हो सकता है और इसका verb plural भी हो सकता है. Singular उस सूरत में होगा जब मुकम्मल यूनिट को हम एज अ होल इस्तेमाल करेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसे my family has a problem. So my family is a collective noun and verb is singular. So it means all my family has one problem. They all have one problem collectively. और अगर मैं कहूं कि my family have problems, so it means different member of my family have different problems. The problem of my father is different. The problem of my mother is different. The problem of my brother is different. The problem of my sister is different. Why? Because I did not take all family as a whole, but I took them as individual. So when you take a collective noun as individual, you will go for the plural verb. And when you take it as a whole, you will go for the singular verb. Some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning. Take a singular verb. So how can you know that the noun is singular or the noun is plural? Commonly, we see S at the end, like car, cars, teacher, teachers, room, rooms. Some nouns already take S at the end. They seem to be plural, but they are not plural. You will have to treat them singular. Like the news is true. You cannot say that the news are true. Physics is a branch of natural science. You cannot say physics are branches of natural science. Here, when a plural noun counts between a singular subject and its verb, the verb is used singular in form. So here you see each of the sisters is clever. So this is very important and very confusing point. You say that, or I said that, subject agrees the verb and verb must be used according to subject. If subject is singular, verb needs to be singular. If subject is plural, verb needs to be plural. Here, if you see the example, each of the sisters, sister is plural. So why should we use is after sisters? We must say are after sisters because sisters is plural. So dear students, here we are not talking about all sisters together. We say each of the sisters. So here the verb is not used for sisters. Here the verb is used for each. So each of the sisters is clever. So here is refers to each, all one by one. A variety of objects claimed charms the eye, and so on. Words joined to singular subject by with, together with, in addition to, or as well as are parenthetical and therefore do not affect the number of verb. Like the chief with all his men was killed. Justice as well as mercy allows. So, dear, this is also very important because it comes mostly in the questions that if the noun has these expressions, these phrases, which phrases? If with, together with, in addition to, as well as. When these things are added with the noun, for example, Imran Khan with all his sons comes, not come, because we are not talking about his sons. We're talking about Imran Khan and with his sons, with is included with Imran Khan. Like the chief with all his men was killed. So here was is used for chief. It is not used for all his men. So when there is with, together with, in addition, or as well as, in this case, you will use the singular verb. When the subject of the verb is a relative pronoun, care should be taken to see that the verb agrees the number and person with the antecedent of the relative example. For example, I, who am your friend, will guard you in trust. So this is about the subject of relative pronoun in adjective clause, that sometimes we add further information about the subject. Here, subject is I, but further information is this: am your friend, will guard you in your interest. So here, I is subject, so verb is am. Even though it is not after I, it is after who. And what is who here? Who here is relative pronoun. So when there is relative pronoun, still you will have to see the verb. The title of a book, play, story, musical composition, and the name of a country, even though plural in form, take a singular verb. What takes singular verb? Title of the book, play, story, musical composition, the name of a country, even they are plural, you will have to go for singular name. For example, 100 snakes. 100 snakes is a very good movie. So we cannot say 100 snakes are a very good movie because 100 snakes is the title of a movie, and so on. So my dear students, this was your first chapter about the subject and verb agreement. So whenever you go through the screening test, and especially the English portion, this will help you to solve your question answers properly. And let's go and see the objectives. What's the objective here? The objective of this lesson is to teach the students to write grammatically correct sentences having a perfect harmony between the subject and the verb. After going through the lesson and practicing the rules of the Concord, they will be able to avoid errors of verbs regarding their being singular or being plural. So after reading these all rules and understanding these all rules, you will not face any problem whether we use singular verb or plural verb. And there is also exercise for self-assessment. So I will share the screenshot of these question answers, like 2 and 2 is 4 or 2 and 2 are 4. So you will have to use correct verb, like bread and butter, take or takes, Gulliver's Travels is written or are written. So you will have to fill the blanks, and this will be your assessment. I will share this in the group. And this is number 2. And inshallah, tomorrow we will go for the verb forms. Which verb form is used in which situation, and this is for the tenses as well. So कल का जो हमारा lesson होगा, it will be more interesting because tomorrow I will tell you that which verb form is used in which tense and how to change the verb forms. Inshallah, it will also be clear in our next lecture.